night routine, which is not really a night routine because it varies so much. Exhibit A, I have several different playlists depending on my mood. Music is a very big driving force for me, as you can see. And in this house, we do have mandatory dance parties because it is what my inner child would want. And after sitting at my desk all day, I need to thank my body somehow. One thing about me is once the workday is over, I am immediately offline and diving into things that make me feel good. Sometimes this looks like an outdoor walk, an at-home workout, a yoga class, or sometimes traditional strength training. I try to be intuitive with what my body needs. On this specific day, that intuition led me to a session of 12-3:30 and a big ol' stretch. I am notorious for struggling to focus, so a couple things that I might do during this time are my Duolingo lesson, scroll through affirmations on Pinterest, or watch an educational YouTube video. I don't know why, but those cheesy little crash course videos really do it for me. I have to say that since I've started spending a good 10 to 15 minutes stretching every day, my body has thanked me so much. Of course, the mindfulness aspect is inherently beneficial, but I also struggle less with back pain and soreness from my workouts. While doing this, I like to listen to a meditation and finish by acknowledging how grateful I am for the countless ways in which my body supports me through the day. This specifically allows me to maintain a relationship with movement that feels more loving than obsessive. Hi, Mama! Whew. Great time at the gym. I'm honestly very proud of myself for filming, even though it was pretty busy. You gym bros can't scare me. You can't intimidate me. Anyway, do you want to see the funniest thing ever? Well, maybe it's not the funniest thing ever to you, but as a pet parent, you become heavily biased. Okay, ready? Watch. Who's hungry? Do you hear the chaos? Do you hear the chaos? You hungry? She starts to do that. He starts to do this. Yelling at me. Only if you ask nicely. Yeah? Was that a please? Okay, sir. On account of being cute, the court rules in your favor. Okay. Okay, I'm going. You don't even pay rent. Okay, okay. Stay, wait, stay, good girl, stay. Okay, good girl. If maybe my lunch was light or I'm just hungrier that day, I'll grab a snack too, preferably something with protein, but again, intuition. I know that for myself personally, one of the greatest acts of self-care I can do is making sure that my space is decluttered, because this will not be a good start to my morning tomorrow. So I'm just gonna set a timer for literally 2 minutes and get it done. That is self-care. Oh, see that? 14, 15, whichever, seconds to spare. What podcast do I want? You may already know this because I've only mentioned it in like every other video for the past 3 years, but my favorite podcast on the planet is Bingetopia. And while I do love an educational podcast, I must say that during downtime, I have found that I have to listen to, I hate to use this word because it feels derogatory, but I don't mean it that way, junk podcasts. And what I mean by that are just kind of gossipy or like feel good or like commentary podcast, not gossipy, but like pop culture culture. Pop culture is the word I'm looking for. Like What We Said or the Moments podcast or Note to Self by Peyton Sarton. I really love her. She's like a good in between. Gals on the Go, Digital Diary, On My Mind. There's quite a few. Try Not to Care, A Better You, things like that. That one's a little bit too motivational. Prologues, shout out Mary Skinner. Yeah, I find that it's important. It just keeps my morale high. I think because we consume so much reality all day, you know, in between the comings and goings, we're reading articles and reading books and watching the news and hearing bits on the radio if you used to listen to the radio. So I think before bed, it's important to hear something that just feels good or something that doesn't take too much mental work, you know? I had a heavy cleaning day today, and on those days I kind of burned through my podcasts. So I don't have very many.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Digital Diary. I am your host, Hannah Elise. Whatever. It's not, obviously, simply be to a therapist or a builder.
If you've ever had any responsibility ever, you know that they just keep coming on an endless loop. It's kind of a sick joke that's not really funny. I try to keep up with things like laundry in small doses throughout the week and make them enjoyable by playing a YouTube video in the back. If it's my turn to cook dinner, the kitchen turns into another dance party or a crescendo of laughter coming from a FaceTime call. However, on days when my partner does it, I like to wind down with some reading or journaling. Either way, as a rule, Do Not Disturb is on and the phone is out of sight by dinner time. It really is the little things, you know? The silky PJ set and hair mask combo is undefeated. Even on my busiest days, I aim to do one thing that I can do to show my self-care. Sometimes that looks like a speed clean, others that looks like a nap. I get to decide. The final hours of the night are for togetherness, being present, and winding down. Find what works for you, and just remember that it's okay if not every day looks the same, my friends. Cheers.
Talk until we're dead. I love you to your heart and back. I love you to the top